Howdy everybody, it's Amy from Amy Sparkly Diamond Painting. I've got a sort of PR package because there are a couple of PR package items in here, as well as some items that I bought myself. So this is going to be kind of a blended video, but I'm really looking forward to this because there's a couple really cool items in here that I've been asked to review. So I'm going to show these to you, and we'll talk about one little weirdness related to this package, and that's that I think there might be something missing in here. I'm pretty sure there is, or it could be sent separately. But I'll talk about that here as we get into it. But this is from the company. This one required notes here, my messy handwriting. This is from a company I've reviewed before that I really like. I am a repeat customer. This is from Newcraftday. So even though they are giving me an item or two for free in here, I also do purchase from them a fair amount. So I did open this yesterday because I did not realize that PR package items were in here. I made a purchase and I thought that's all that was in here, so I did open it to do an unboxing, and then once I realized that there were some goodies in here for a PR review, I stopped. And I wanted to do it as a separate video because with my PR package reviews, I don't show things from other companies. I only show the things from the company that sent the free items to me. So let's talk about Newcraftday. Newcraftday is an online website, and I do have a discount code that will be linked below called Sparkly10, S-P-A-R-K-L-Y, and the number 10 for 10% off. And it is 4th of July weekend. I know they have some sales going on. It was hard to not buy even more. Let me go ahead just in case. I try to scribble out my address. I don't know how much that really matters since it goes to a box, not my house. But anyway. So, Newcraftday, cross stitch, diamond painting, A-B drills, square drills, off-canvas items, as well as resin and stamp stuff and cross stitch stuff. So let's take a look at what we have in here. And this might be a little bit longer video for a PR package because there are some things in here that I purchased myself, and I might as well just show them all at once. So the first thing I noticed is that their packaging has improved, at least for this haul that I got, because this is bubble wrap here on the inside. So it's not just the really thin plastic bag. This is a thick bubble wrap bag. So everything seemed to come out quite nice. So I'm trying not to spoil some of this here. So I've got 2 canvases and then something else here. 3 canvases, and then a couple smaller special drill canvases. So I'll start with those, of course. Save the good stuff for last. So what happened was they sent me an email, and they had 2 different diamond paintings, large ones, for me to look at that they wanted me to choose one to do a PR package for. So I had a choice of 2, but when I looked at them, I thought, ooh, these are really cool. I want both of them. So I picked one of them to do the PR package for, and then later that day I went on the website and bought the other one myself with my own money. So I actually have both of them. And I had to buy a few other things to get the buy 3 get 1 free usually, and other stuff and the discounts and all that. So I picked out a few other things along the way. So these 2 special drill canvases were rather inexpensive, but they were 2 of the things that I picked out that I spent with my own money. But that's a good place to start because they are kind of small. So these are folded a little bit, so they are slightly wrinkly on the bottom. These are the scratchy polyvinyl or polyester, not sure what exactly it's called, fabric. But we have an owl with flowers, and it almost looks like kind of a winter scene here because we have what looks like pine trees. We're gonna have trouble with glare. Let me do this. There we go. Take off the glare. So we've got pine trees there. This is a partial, so all this is not sticky. The only sticky part on this is where the drills go. which is really nice because some of them plaster too much glue on, but this one, even around the flower here that was covered, it's not sticky. It's only sticky right where the drill goes. And I better double check because I try to not get these reversed. Okay. Sometimes if you reverse your plastic, it'll stick much harder to the canvas. So I always do a little test area to make sure that I've got the right side of the protective plastic on there. So what you can maybe see from this one, it has, let me put my cheaters on so I can see myself, 13 different colors and special drills. And most of this is actually special drills other than rhinestones. So you can see there are some regular rhinestones, the small dots around the outline of the owl and in the tree branch. But all these flowers and everything are other special drills. Looks like a lot of marquees and everything. That's why I like these that have the flowers on them, because usually the flower petals are done with special drills. So this is more special drill rather than rhinestone. But I thought it was a pretty rainbow picture and really kind of cute. So let's see what kind of special drills we have here. So we have the typical drill train. That's hard to say. I'm going to go ahead and kick this while I stand up. It's a little bit easier for me to see if I stand up and try not to knock the camera over. So we have some pretty gold, some blue. That's a pretty royal blue there. Very nice. Silver. There's a brownish color. Those are teeny tiny little teardrops. I tend to use tweezers for those, and there are a ton of those. So lots of extras in case you lose them, but also shows that there are several there in the diamond painting. So I'll have to look a little more closely at the canvas for that. And we have some larger marquees. And I love these when there's a difference other than just sparkly. So these are almost opal-like with AB coating. Those are cool drills. And then we have blue here and some really big gold ones. And some of my favorite round gold sparkle ones. And then a couple different shades of pink there. So I'm curious where all those tiny ones go. So I'm going to hold this up close to me so I can see. Let's see, I think that's number, I didn't catch it. Number 8 or A? Okay, I see where they are. They're all over. I didn't notice that when I first looked at the canvas, but see all those little tiny, they're like little flowers all throughout the owl's breast there, or his chest. So that's pretty cool. So that is the first one here, and this one I did write down all the prices and everything. That's why I have notes here. This one is called Owl Partial 30 by 30. It was $6.03 regular price. But like I said, discount code is Sparkly10, and you can probably catch a sale because they always have sales and discounts and free shipping and stuff like that going on. So then the other partial that I have right here, standard toolkit. I didn't even worry about that because it is standard toolkit. So next we have another partial here, and I just thought this was pretty. Another random one here. So we have a happy shark. My pupper sees something outside. Chinook! Shh. Hopefully he chills a bit, but it sounds like there's a lizard on our window, and he really doesn't like lizards on the window. Chinook! Chill. Chinook is our pit bull, so he guards me very well. And since my hubby is out of town right now, he's been especially guardy today. Chinook, it's okay. So, back to the shark. So, isn't this cool there with the ocean waves on top? It's kind of an underwater scene, but I love the cool patterns and all the pretty stuff in the ocean there and the fish. Chinook! And I haven't checked out the drills yet, so let's see what we have here. This one doesn't look like it has as many here. It is a 30 by 30 looks like 7 different special drills and all that. So not as many, but this one also wasn't quite as expensive. Well, it wasn't quite as, I can't really say expensive. The Shark partial 30 by 30 was $5.94, so just a little bit cheaper than the Owl. So we have lots of these pink teardrops, some blue marquees, and then of course I like it when they have those non-sparkly ones to offset. So we got some blue pearls and then 4 different colors of rhinestones here. So not a lot of drills with this one. It won't take very long. I just thought it was really cute, and I needed to throw in a couple things for the free shipping. And I just like partials as a break in between other ones, or sometimes when you only have an hour in the evening or whatever, they're great for that. So looking forward to doing that one. So that's the Shark and the Owl. Now I'm going to jump into the PR package stuff. So they gave me a choice of 2. And I ended up, like I said, buying the other one when I didn't, because I could only pick one. They were a little bit pricier. These are special drills, but yet they are large. So if you like doing special drills, but you're looking for something bigger, you might want to check these out. So this one is called Country Style Partial Drill. It is a 45 by 85. Special diamonds, $15.63 regular price. But I haven't looked at this one myself other than the picture they sent me. So I'm curious about what a large special drill canvas looks like. So let's find out together. So the plastic does not go all the way up. That's the first thing I'm noticing, but there are no drills up here, so that's okay. So this is 45 by 85, and it does have a number on there. And I have no idea how many special drills there are on this, but I know you've probably seen this. It's a very popular, regular diamond painting canvas. But look at how big this thing is. And look at how many drills there are in this. So we've got the flowers, lots of places to really put special drills. We have this walkway, some lanterns leading up to this bridge, another walkway to this cottage, and the sky and the trees in the sky. No diamond painting there, but everything else from here on down has all sorts of special drills in there. How many? Looks like 14 different ones. And there are quite a few rhinestones in there, the small round ones, but I see more non-rhinestones, and I'm looking all these little flowers here. I bet those are the tiny ones. Look at all those places for special drills. Isn't that cool? So if you like special drills but think they're not big enough, this one's for you. And that's why I had such a hard time picking, because you'll see the other one I have to show you. So here is how the drills came. They are packaged in baggies. So wow, this is really cool. I'm so glad I got the opportunity to check out this kit. I've been waiting for this one, because I thought it looked really cool. And first thing I noticed right off the bat, look at how many of those pink flowers there are in this. Wow, look at all those. That's really cool. I know I don't sound that excited at times when I do these, but this is cool. I really am excited about this one. Look at all those big teardrops. Oh, wow. And an even bigger bag of yellow flowers. And each of the bags there has the code for the canvas as well as the number code on there. And for those of you that do save the special drills, they do have the diamond code on there as well. Let's see what these are. We have, okay, these are teeny tiny ones. These are some of those tiny teardrops like I did for that stained glass tree a while back. I find that tweezers are the easiest for those, but those are in all those little flowers that I was seeing. And then huge bag here. This is gonna take a while. Those are green teardrops. Wow, this is really cool. And then some bigger green ones. Wow. Whoa, what did I get myself into? Look at all those. Huge bag full of the red tiny ones. And there's the blue. So if you're not a fan of these tiny teardrops, this one may not be for you, but I had a good time doing the previous one that I had done with all those. So I'm looking forward to this. And then we have some regular rhinestones here, which are kind of a light greenish blue. And then some red. And some blue. And some kind of light gold and purple. Really light purple there. And silver. So I didn't really count the exact numbers. I was doing that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it looks like just 5, maybe 6. Is that one? Yeah, 6 different colors of regular rhinestones. And then all the rest are these teeny tiny teardrops or the bigger ones. And then all the flowers. Lots and lots of those flowers and some more big ones. So for a special drill, this one's going to be fun. This is not a quick project between other diamond paintings. This one is definitely going to take a while. So let's take, and toolkit, basic toolkit. So let's take one last look at this canvas here before we put it away. And you can see all those little flowers there. Those are where all those tiny teardrops are going to go. There's some more of those flowers there. There. So this is probably one of those projects that'll take a little bit to do, but this is a lot cooler, I think, than the plain full drill one, although I do have this one actually as the plain full drill that I bought myself off of Temu. So I kind of like this partial drill version. That's really cool. So thank you, Newcraftday, for this special one. I'll do that later, because that is really cool. But I couldn't resist because they were showing me 2 diamond paintings and I wanted the other one too. So that's this one here. So I bought this one, and this one is a little bit different. It's a little bit bigger, heavier, and not all the drills are special drills, but it does, as you can see there, have some special drills. And I think you'll recognize this one as well, but this one is bigger, a little bit more expensive. So that was country style partial drill. That one was a 45 by 85 for $15.63. This one is called Spring Bridge. It is full drill, no, not a partial. So you can see it's mostly regular diamond painting, but with some special drills. So this one is 100 by 50 for only $21.98 regular price. So you've probably seen this picture before. It's kind of the same idea with a bridge and the trees and the landscape and a gazebo over here and a cottage. I've got my lavender candle going, so this canvas is big enough. I'm trying not to, whoa, look at all those drills. I'm trying not to hit my candle with it. So yes, this is huge, 100 by 50. So I can do this one in a few days and show you on a review video, right? No, this would take a while. But you can see here some of these bigger letters. Those are where the special drills go. So it shows here, let's see, we have, Yes, 39 different drills here. But you can see the specials are here at the bottom. So it looks like through 35, those are the regular drills. And then the last 4 here look like special drills there with the A and the marquee and those flower shapes. So I'm guessing we've got some flowers in this one. But look at how huge this canvas is. So crazy good deal. So looking first at the symbols and the rendering, it looks like it's hand charted, because I'm not seeing any confetti or anything. I do see where some of those flowers go there. But look at that drill field. So I see lots of multi-placing areas or areas of color blocking where you can kind of just work easily, quickly, or just kind of zone out as you fill in the colors. And then we have other areas up here in the trees where there's a lot of color changes or confetti. And the canvas looks really clear, really easy to read. So here you can see even the dark colors there, the symbols are in white against the blacks, so they're easy to read. But boy, this thing is huge. So this is, again, 100 by 50. And this is poured glue. So that's, I know we all do this, but really you can't tell till you put the drills on how well it's going to stick. But 39 colors. So one of the differences between this and, say, a premium painting would be the number of colors. So you might get a little more detail just from the colors from a more expensive one, but at $21.98, this is hours and hours of diamond painting. So this is really cool. So let's take a look at all these drills. So now it did come with the basic toolkit, but most of us have better tools already. So if you don't, then you might look on their website. They sell pens and trays and other things that you could really spruce your diamond painting experience up at a pretty affordable price. So let's see, I think I'll open this one because I'm guessing this one may be where some of those special drills are hiding, because I can sort of see them peeking out between the other drills. So we'll start with this. And there they are. Yes, indeed. Haha, that's what I was looking for. Look at those flowers. Aren't those cool? Those are huge. So it looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 of these big old purple flowers. And then we have several of these big red flowers. And then we have some really sparkly marquees there with that silver color. And then we have some yellow roses. And then here's all the white. I was kind of wondering if that last color was an AB drill or not, but it's not. It is color 35 here, and this is a round. You could maybe kind of tell by the size of the squares there in it. This is a round kit. So there's blue, there's another blue, got some greens, some yellows, and orange. Ooh, look at that. That's a pretty maroonish hot pink color. Another green. Looks like 2 bags there of color 27. They're very dark green. And we have some other single ones here, some blues, medium, dark, and light. And then we have the second one. Yeah, let's go ahead and take a look. So, like I said, this is amazing for $21.98. So, and that's why I had to get both of them, and why I had to place my own order. But I guess they figured out, I didn't say anything on the order, but they figured out who I was. I placed it the same day that I had sent them the email about which one of the 2 I wanted to do. So they saved on some shipping by putting them together. So there's a brown, another maroon, some really bright yellows, I'm curious, is that 310? It just says 4. I'm guessing 4. Okay. That's interesting. That is one thing I just noticed. The DMC numbers aren't on the key. So if you really want the DMC numbers, you'll have to compare to a color chart. If you have one of those, they're available on Amazon and other places. Because I'm looking here, so the bag does not show the DMC color. But I know that's black. It does have the kit number, though, on every bag there. But it just matches the table there. That looks like a dark brown there. No, that's still color number 4. Okay, so we have 4 bags of that black for the bottom area here. That's quite a few drills. Red, browns, varied shades of pink here, which you would expect with those trees. Lots and lots of pink. Orange, red, lots and lots of green. More yellow, very bright colors. Maroon, and a very, very pale pink. So that is one interesting thing on here, is that the DMC colors are missing. But if that doesn't bother you, then this is a really affordable way to get a huge diamond painting. And especially if you're not a fan of shopping at one of those other places that start with the T that I'm not going to mention, because this is all about Newcraftday. But if you're not a fan of shopping there, then you want to check out Newcraftday, because they do have the discounted prices, because it does take a couple weeks to get in, which I probably should have written down the dates. I think this took just over 2 weeks to arrive from the day that I sent the email. So, this one, Spring Bridge, full special. This is going to take a while to do at 100 by 50. So I'm going to just loosely roll this up. And get it sort of out of the way, because I did have one more canvas, and this was one of the ones I picked out. So that's, like I said, this is kind of a mix of PR package plus my own purchases in this one. So this is a beach scene. Here's the thumbnail. And this is a full round AB. It's called on the website Conch shell, because, oh, we're upside down. There we go. Because there's a giant conch shell right here on the beach with the water. Now it looks kind of weird on the canvas. This has one of the more special toolkits here with the bigger boat, the tweezers, lots of wax, and the pen with the multi-placer on it. This is a round AB kit. The size on this one is 45 by 45. And I believe, yes, this one is 39. So the 45 by 45 is the canvas size. So it's about 39 by 39 for the drill size. This one has 30 colors, and the symbols are kind of random letters, numbers, symbols, not really in any order. Drill field looks good. There is one symbol here that's kind of dark against brown, but I can see it when I look at it without a light pad, so that should be okay. But I'm curious, because this is another budget-friendly AB kit, I'm curious what they chose for the colors for the ABs and where they're located. So that is one of the difference between premium and budget-friendly, is that the ABs are kind of computer rendered, or the color choices are just made full swap of one color of plain for the ABs. And sometimes, especially if they choose the darker colors, you can end up with shadows being highlighted. But hopefully they pick like some of the lighter colors here in the sun. But let's find out. Yep. This seems to be a common pattern with some manufacturers. Now, Newcraftday is not a manufacturer as far as I know. I think they're selling them from other manufacturers. But I'm not completely sure how all that works. They don't really fill me in on those kind of details. but the ABs are here on the top. So what we have here is some darker colors for AB drills. So they have kind of that sparkly rainbow look where you'd normally expect dark. This is kind of a dark maroon color. It looks like a black. There's a red, a couple of different shades of gray. No, it's not an AB. That's just one I picked up along with the others, which means, let's see, like this dark maroon is symbol 1, AB 154, which is a B, letter B, I suspect. I'll get my head out of the way. Here, let me look for letter B. Yes, it is right here. Actually, that's probably not too bad. Instead of it being like in the shadow here of the shell, it's actually along the edge of the water line. So maybe that one's not too bad. And that may be what they chose here by choosing these colors, is it looks like a lot of gray and stuff. So maybe this will come out okay. So even though they're darkish colors, they seem to be the ones on the edge of the water line where you would expect to see a little bit more sparkle. Now this one seems kind of random. So this is color 7. What's that symbol there? There is a letter G. Okay, well that's not too bad either, because that's actually in the highlights here of the shell. You know how conch shells or conch shells have that kind of pink sparkle on the inside, so maybe that won't be too bad either. And this is a sunset, so it's not like a bright sunny day picture. So those are the ABs. We also have lots of other colors here, and I will show. This is kind of a muted color painting. It's not a big bright one, but I do love my beach scenes. So, and this one won't take too long, being that 39 by 39 size. So this would be like a good weekend project. So those are all the drills there. Lots of yellows and browns, almost fall colors. So that is that one, but I do have one more thing to show you. Hopefully you're hanging around, because it's the one thing that I was a little bit confused about, that I was going to explain more detail. So now's the time to be confused and explain the details of what's going on. And I will probably be getting back with Newcraftday to find out after I wait maybe a couple more days, because it is a holiday weekend, and see if the other item shows up. Because they did ask me in a separate email like a week later to do a cross-stitch related PR package, and I picked one out, but I also bought one with this haul because I kind of wanted to test it out on a video before I did the unboxing of this, because this is something kind of new that I've never done before. But when I got the package, the one that I picked out for the PR package wasn't in there, but the one I purchased was. But I thought they were sending them together based on kind of how the email was written. Plus, when I clicked on the tracking for the one that they sent me as a PR package, it said delivered, yet it wasn't in the mailbox. So I'm wondering if it got left out, but that's okay, because I did buy one as well, so I could play around with it. And that's the one. I'll go ahead and unbox this as if it were a PR package one, because it's the same brand, the same everything, just different style. But if the other one turns up, I'll also do an unboxing for that one. So this is a beaded cross-stitch kit, and they have several of these that are florals. This one that I picked out is called Butterfly Flower, and these are a little bit pricier, and you'll see why. This was $23.99, but the reason I like this, it's a 9 count. So the smaller the number, the bigger the squares. That's 9 squares per inch, so a diamond painting is close to 10 squares per inch on a square, so this is probably pretty close to a round, maybe slightly bigger. So this is a 9 count 27 by 27 bead cross stitch. So $23.99. This one is called Butterfly Flower. So it comes in this special packaging here. A little bit different than diamond painting. 100% cotton. I wish I could read Chinese. Looking for a creative, embroidered a beauty, enjoy a life, cross stitch. So we'll take a look at this. I've seen an unboxing of one of these on Crazy Borgie's channel. So I kind of know what to expect, but I've never done one of these before. I've done regular beaded cross stitch like Mill Hill beads, but this is a little bit different because instead of DMC floss, this comes with white thread. And these are really big beads, but lots of colors of them. See how they're all bagged up just like diamonds in separate baggies. And we have a big 9 count stamped canvas here. So a little bit different. So we'll first take a look at the canvas here. Really easy to see the squares. So if you have some eyesight issues, 9 count is awesome. But the way this works, you have the grid lines on here. The background is not stitched, only the flower picture. But you have all these guidelines and stuff. These all wash out with lukewarm water when you're done with all the stitching. So you'll soak this in not hot water because you don't want, well, I was going to say you don't want the floss to bleed, but there is no floss. It's just beads. So you put this in lukewarm water and let it soak, and all this ink will wash away and you'll just be left with your picture. So you have the symbols here in your key along the side that match the different areas, but if you find that difficult to read, that's okay, because you also get a chart, and this is printed on nice glossy paper, because if you accidentally get this wet, then that ink will start running, which if you spill a drink or have something happen, then you're not out of luck because you can also read the chart here. So this matches this, although I've got it side, nope, that's right, it goes this way. And you also have the symbols in the key on here, so if you find the symbols on the canvas hard to read, you can refer to this. Now the instructions are in Chinese, but I think it's pretty straightforward here. And we have, again, if you really wanted to check this out, I know my phone has it because I'm also a stamp collector, which means that I'm checking out translations all the time. So I take a photo of things I want to translate and put it through a photo translator app, and it'll translate all that into whatever language that you need. So even though the instructions are in Chinese, it's pretty straightforward. And that's what I will show you. Let's see, 38 minutes. Okay, this isn't going too long. But you pick which direction you want your diagonal stitches to go, and make sure that they're all going that same direction. That's kind of what it's showing here. So it shows 2 different directions you could go, but you want to make sure that you keep the same direction for all the beads so they lay smooth. So you pick one or the other, either bottom left to upper right or bottom right to upper left. And you only do the half cross stitch. So you stick your needle up through the canvas, put the right color bead on it, and back down, and you don't go the other direction. So we have lots of thread here. This is the thread that comes with it here. Gold 3 Fishes brand. I've never used this thread before, so that's why I'm kind of curious. It looks like it has multi-strands there, and it's very shiny. The way I'm going to test this out though, because I am going to go ahead, I have a little time, I think I can test this out on camera. I'm going to fold it in half. I'm going to thread one end onto the needle and then double it. And because normally you don't tie knots in cross stitch, but just the way this feels, it's really slippery. I'm not sure how well it's going to hold, so I may tie a little knot. We'll see. So that is the thread. And it does come with a couple needles here that are stuck on the canvas. And then we have lots of colors of beads. So let's look at these beads here. So they have nice big holes in them. That was another thing I was curious about, because when I do some of my cross-stitch beading with like the Mill Hill kits, the holes are really tiny, which means you need a really tiny needle to try to thread, and I find that I have a lot of difficulty with that. But if you can see, maybe this one, the lighter color, you can see how big those holes are, which means a regular needle should be able to go through these beads. But they are pretty heavy. They're not like really cheap plasticky. I mean, these bags are pretty heavy. So we have this kind of light purplish peach, this black, and they do have a neat like pearlescent shimmer to all of them. There's a purple, two more colors of purple. There's the green, a couple orange and yellow, kind of a gray, another orange, and another green. Lots and lots of colors here, 22 to be exact. So instead of worrying about thread colors like you do with cross stitch, you keep the same thread color and just switch out bead colors. So it's a little bit faster, I think, especially since this is 9 count. So you're not switching out all the different threads all the time, which should make it go pretty quick and easy. So you can move from one color to the next in a straight row without having to worry about switching threads. So there's the rest, a few different colors of blue, another green, and a very light pink. So I do have some scissors here. I thought I'd maybe give this a try on camera. I'll make kind of a short thread though, so I can play with this. So I'm going to cut here and thread one of the needles. Since these are in Chinese, I thought I'd show you how this works. So I'm going to do one of the tricks that I do. I'm not going to tie a knot. I'm going to do one of the tricks that I do with cross stitch. So I have my 2 ends of this thread that I cut. I cut it kind of short for this demo. It's maybe 1.5 feet, 18 inches or so. So I'm folding it in half and putting the 2 ends together here. So I'm going to thread both ends into the needle, and the way I thread needles is I fold it over the end and pinch, and then turn the needle sideways and it'll go right in there. So I've threaded the needle, and that means there's a loop at this end, and this is how I'm going to secure this thread to the canvas. So I'm going to pick a spot here. Let's see how I can do this and hold it on camera. I'm going to go for this butterfly. So we'll go for the top here. So I'm going to pick this first X, and I'm going to stick, can you see that? There we go. I'm going to stick the needle up through the bottom and not pull it very far, and then go diagonally. Oh, no, don't go diagonally across. Because this is beaded cross stitch, so I need to put a bead on there first. Actually, I'm going to secure it and come back through and then put the bead on. That's a good way to do this. So I'm going to go diagonally across, and on the back, you do have to be careful. You don't want those threads to come out of your needle. But we have this loop here. I'm going to put my needle through that loop and lose the threads, just like I said that you shouldn't do. They're pretty slippery. So this thread is indeed rather slippery, and that's why it came out of the needle. Plus I chose a really short length of thread. So you get to see it again. So you put the 2 ends together, and I go to the eye of the needle, and I fold it over and then push it through the hole, and now it's threaded. So I'm going to go. I love the big 9 count, and it's hard to tell, but there's a lot of sparkle in this fabric as well. So I'm going to push up, and it's very stiff fabric, which makes it easier. You don't need a hoop or anything with really stiff fabric. So diagonally down. Now I have this loop here on the back. So I'm going to put the needle through the loop and pull, and that's going to secure it. So no knot needed. Now it's secure. So now I can come Trying to not lose that thread. It is slippery, so I do recommend longer pieces of thread here. So I'm going to come and do that one again, only this time put the bead on it. So I'm going to make sure that it's all tight in the back here, because I did get a tiny little loop on it. There we go. Okay, I got it pulled all the way through. I'm almost tempted to find a way to maybe tie this onto the needle, because it is pretty slippery, but I'll mess around with it a little bit. Like I said, this is the first time trying this. So we need to see what color that one is. So I can follow this chart and look on here, or I can follow this chart, which has a slightly different symbol and color. So that is a dark purple. That is color number 18 right there. So I'm gonna find color 18, which is right here. I'm gonna get one of the beads, and I can probably do this in my hand, although I'd probably want to keep the beads maybe in a little tube or tray. I'm going to see if this needle fits through that hole there, if I can find the hole. Oh, this is fun. There we go. So we've got the bead on the needle. I'm going to push it down. Oh yeah. The holes on the bead are definitely plenty big enough to not cause trouble there. So now I'm going to get this where you can see it. So I've got the bead on. Now I'm going to go diagonally up, and that secures the bead. So then for the next stitch, I'd want to come through the next hole there for the next one. And it looks like the same color. So we will grab bead number 18 here without spilling. And we will, oops, drop it. Yeah, definitely maybe try a tray or something to hold the bead. Might be easier to find that hole there. And then you got the bead on there, so we're going to go diagonally up and pull it through. So now we have 2 beads done, and you can see that these beads are big enough to cover the canvas so that the white won't be showing through once you wash it and get those dye colors off. So you can just sit and bead across without changing your thread. The one thing though that I might do, this thread is pretty slippery. I might change it out for DMC white floss, and that might be a little bit easier, but the downside of the DMC floss is it'll show on the beads, whereas this is, it's not quite see-through, but it's much harder to see, so that you see the color of the bead more than the color of the floss. So that may be why this is being used. So yeah, I probably won't switch it out, because then I'd have to try to match the floss to the different bead colors to keep it from showing. So that's what I have for you today. So we have beaded cross stitch here, and this one, normal price for this is $23.99, 9 count, 27 by 27. But lots of different colors of beads here. So kind of diamond painting adjacent, in that you're kind of, oops, trying not to spill my purple one that I opened there. Let me go ahead and seal it for now. I have a few beads loose over here. So that's how you would do that one. Then we had the Conch shell, AB round 45 by 45 for $12.95. And then we had the really cool partial drill spring bridge 100 by 50 for $21.98. And then we had the other one, which is now on the floor to make room. This one was the partial special drill. This was the country style partial drill, $15.63. And then we had my 2 smaller partials, the owl and the shark. Where did I put the shark? I moved them out of the way. And those were $5.94 and $6.03 each. And this was, again, Newcraftday. I have a 10% discount. That would be Sparkly 10, and look for sales. I tend to like getting their emails, so I have subscribed to the emails so I can see what sales are going on. They have free shipping usually over a certain amount. I hate to give details because it changes all the time. But I am very happy with them. I have ordered from them now multiple times, and I do like their products, and I do thank Newcraftday for giving me the chance to try these really cool canvases, especially these really nice large ones here. So that's what I have for you today, and I will update you on my progress with some of this. I'll probably start with that cross stitch one and show that to you after I make a little more progress, because that's when I can sit on the couch and watch TV. So that's why I was really looking forward to getting one of these, especially with 9 count means that my eyes can see it pretty easily. So thank you for watching. Check out Newcraftday, and I hope you have a good weekend. Talk to you later.